Hey guys, it's Jacob and welcome back to the weekend recap. I know this one is coming out a little late. I'm sorry about that, but I was really busy this week. School started up and all of that jazz. But I want to start off by talking about Johnny Gaudreau and his brother Matthew. They were both killed about a week ago, a week away, like a week after I posted this, or before I posted this, they passed away. All my condolences go out to their family. Like, this must be a terrible, tough time. This right before a wedding too. His sister was about to have her wedding, but yeah, I just wanted to say that before we get off and rolling into this video, because he was such an idol to me and my brother growing up, and I can't believe like that he's gone. I can't believe how much of a how I can't explain how much of a loss this is to the hockey community. So all my condolences go out to the Gaudreau family, his kids, his brother, all of his friends and teammates. And yeah, let's get into the episode. No Habs news this week, only Blue Jays games, but let's get into the video. Fly high, Gaudreau brothers. All right, we have a weird start to this one. Danny Jansen is playing for both teams in the same game, the first time that has ever happened. Flashback to June 26th when Danny Jansen was playing in this game for the Blue Jays, and it had to go into a rain delay that ended up making the game 2 months later the next time we would be playing in Boston. So yeah, Danny Jansen making history. This would have scored the first run of the game, but Rafael Devers interfered with the throw as he went off the baseline, and he was called out as a swinging bunt. Servin made the play, and he hit him in the back, so he didn't get the out. A run scored, but it was called off. Runner was out, and a grounder to short will get us out of it. Still no score here after 6. George Springer also made history this game as he was the first ever player to hit their 7th and 19th home runs of the season on the same day. And also Will Wagner and Leo Jimenez, they played this game, which was before their actual MLB debut. This game was played, part of it was played on June 26th, and that was before their MLB debuts. So weird stuff all around today for sure. Top 8, 1-0 Blue Jays, and Servin and Horwitz are on for Vladimir Guerrero Jr., son of Vladimir Guerrero. And he will hit this one into right. That one gets down, bringing home both runners, making it 3-0. And Vlad, I continue to say this. He's just been crazy. Like, he has a chance at the batting title. He has a chance at MVP, which obviously that's a long shot because Judge is stupidly insane. But so is Bobby Witt Jr. Like, you got to give him some credit too. But Vlad has been absolutely insane for the Blue Jays. He's been one of the main reasons they're still in playoff talks. It's highly unlikely, but that is a reason why. Addison Barger hits it to the same spot in right, getting him a ground rule double, getting home Vlad and making it 4-0. 3 runs for the Blue Jays here in the 8th. Blue Jays are pitching a shutout here in the 8th before Jarren Duran hit this one over the Green Monster to get the Boston Red Sox on the board. He has been superstar caliber this year. He won All-Star MVP, and I love Jarren Duran. I'm a Blue Jays fan. He's one of my favorite players for sure. Bottom 9, Masataka Yoshida gets a double, bringing up Danny Jansen, who will go on this 2-2 pitch, getting Green the strikeout, and the Blue Jays win Game 1 of 2 here on the 26th. Young first baseman star Tristan Casas finally drives in the first run of the ballgame, or, well, I shouldn't say finally, as Jarren Duran was almost picked off, and he will get to third, so 90 feet away from home, and it's still a 0-0 game here in the bottom of the 3rd. Well, I shouldn't say finally. I thought it was the bottom of the 5th, actually. But Casas drives him in with an RBI single, and it's 1-0. George Springer earlier today hit his 7th home run of the season. Now he hit his 19th home run of the season. He's been electric recently as he hits this one, and it is good. Beats the pesky pole and gets him a 3-run shot, and he's been the old George Springer in my eyes, and makes it 3-1. Corners with 2 down, and Addison Barger has been insane. He didn't start the season great. He had a batting average below 200 for a good while. After this week, it was above 200. And I'm recording this part of the video on Tuesday, and he hit another home run against the Phillies. Obviously, we blew that, but I'm going to have to talk about that next week. But Clement drives in another run, making it 5-1, an RBI double. And Barger's just been awesome and so fun to watch. Bottom 8, and once again on the same day, a 2-home run game. Jarren Duran with a runner on hits one at deep center, and when he hits a home run, and you know it's a no doubt, his swing it's like Corey Seager. Just like his swing, it's so satisfying when it's a good hit or an absolute no doubter. Like, just look at his swing. I know this isn't the Blue Jays, but you gotta acknowledge Jarren Duran, man. Vlad gets a leadoff double in the ninth, and here's Alejandro Kirk, and he'll ground this one to second, and the throw to Martin is not a good one, as Martin cannot catch it. Vlad will get home safely, 6-3 now, and yeah, veteran pitcher Chris Martin, he's still been great as a pitcher, but couldn't catch that one, gets Vlad home on the air. Spencer Horwitz is up now, who will hit it into left, and here comes Clement, and he is safe standing. And Spencer Horwitz with an RBI single. It is 7-3 Blue Jays. Bottom 9, and Brandon Little gets the job done as he strikes out Yoshida, and the Blue Jays win both games today. This one 7-3. I mean, can you believe this kid? Jarren Duran again. Bottom of the first, as he's leading it off, and he hits this one to deep right field, and it's 1-0. Jarren Duran is unreal. 293 batting average before that home run. And I don't have the stats currently with me, but probably a ton of dingers. And, oh my God, try to watch the Red Sox. Jarren Duran is awesome, bro. 2 runners in scoring position for Masataka Yoshida still here in the first. Gets one up the middle for a base hit. A 2-run single in Boston leads it 3-0 early. Rodriguez gets himself in a bit of a jam, and he indeed did not deliver. He gave up a lot of runs. Loper Fido is on first. 2 down, and Will Wagner hits one off the big green monster. Loper Fido going home all the way from first, and he is called out at the dish. He wants a challenge. John Schneider is looking back at the crew, and he decides he wants to give this one a challenge. But if you look closely at it, Jansen did tag him out, so Loper Fido is out, and the Blue Jays will lose the challenge. George Springer flies out to right, and sorry I cut too late, but Danny Jansen will tag out Clement, and he tries to juke him out. Just a little bit of fun from the old teammates there, and the Red Sox get out of the inning. The Blue Jays do not get any runs back. I'm sorry, Barger did drive in a run to make it 3-1, but Tristan Casas also drove in a run as Hamilton did get a sac fly, but Casas gets an RBI double, 5-1 now. Very next play, Abreu will hit this one past Wagner at second, as that one got past him actually, and that brought home Casas, and it's 6-1 now, as if you look on the replay, he almost had that on the diving stop, but it just got past his glove. But who cares about defensive mistakes? Will Wagner, his first home run, the moment we've been waiting for. It finally happened. Son of legendary closing pitcher Billy Wagner. He gets home run number 1. I know it's 6-2, but what a big marker. It was lefty too. Bottom 9, we're down 4 now, and Dalton Varsho is up against legendary Kenley Jansen, who I agree with Buck Martinez. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. But Dalton Varsho, with 2 down, last strike, will hit a solo shot to deep center, cut the lead in half, and make it 6-3. But it was not enough to, obviously, it wasn't enough to get us the lead and get back into this one. As the next at bat, Vlad grounded it on a 0-1 count to second, and the Red Sox win it 6-3. Game 3 versus Boston, and one of my favorite pitchers growing up, Chris Bassett, gets a big milestone tonight as Duran is batted in the bottom of the first, so it's 1-0, but Bassett gets out of it with a 2-2 strikeout there. And this strikeout might just seem like a random strikeout here in the second inning, but Chris Bassett gets strikeout number 1,000, so a Very good career milestone. Uh, I don't I don't know like every pitcher if every pitcher gets that or if it's common, but even if it is or not, great stuff from Chris Bassett. You love to see it. Bassett was lights out after that as he pitched 6 2/3, only give up 5 hits, one run, and he got 9 strikeouts. Sadly, he didn't get the win because we couldn't prevail any offense, but good stuff from Bassett. Bottom 8 with a runner on, and Tyler O'Neill jumps on the first pitch sinker, and he sends it over the Green Monster, making it a 3-0 ball game for Boston. First offense since the first inning, and yeah, that was the rest of the offense for the game. So not much this game, but Tyler O'Neill sends one over the Monster. Because I remember at the start of the season, Tyler O'Neill was like really good. Like he was a home run machine, and now I don't know if he's doing as much, but still good home run. One of the best closers of all time, Kenley Jansen, closes it out with a 1-2-3 inning, and Boston will win Game 3, 3-0. Bowden Francis pitches the fourth and last game of this series here in Boston, and he was the American League Pitcher of the Month. American League Pitcher of the Month. Earlier in the summer, earlier in July, he was in the minors. And in August, he had 5 starts, had a 1.05 ERA, a .41 whip, 39 strikeouts, a 1.2 FWAR, and he dominated this game as he pitched 7 innings, only giving up one hit, 5 strikeouts, and his ERA went down to 3.66. Bottom of the third, 2 down, Brian Servin is on third, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. crushes one to deep center, but it's not quite gone or robbable. And Vlad will get an RBI double and open the scoring here in the third. Addison Barger gets a 2-out double, bringing up Ernie Clement, the absolute GOAT in Blue Jays history, and he will hit this one to left. That one will get down and bring home Barger, an RBI double for Ernie Clement, making it 2-0. Bowden Francis is throwing another no-hitter into the 6th. He is phenomenal right now, but he will give it up as that is Sogard getting hit into left, and Joey Loperfido knows that he cannot make the diving catch, and the Red Sox get their first hit of the game, first and only hit against Bowden Francis this game, but still outstanding performance as we went over his stats earlier, and he did accomplish to pitch 7 innings, which is great. Great game of baseball for Bowden Francis. Cutter Crawford out of the game, and guess who comes in? 44-year-old Rich Hill, the oldest MLB player currently playing by 3 years, and the next closest, to my knowledge, is Justin Verlander. But look at that sweeper to strike out Varsho, and if you're a Blue Jays fan, which I am, you still gotta love seeing Rich Hill throwing a 70-mile-an-hour sweeper and getting guys out. He wasn't throwing really fast for nowadays baseball, and he destroyed the next two. He destroyed the 6th and the 7th inning. Bowden Francis pitched this until the 7th. This was his last pitch he threw, and Joey Loperfido caught that ball, and he hit his head on the Green Monster, and he was out for a couple games with a concussion, but don't worry, he is okay. It was only for a short amount of time. This was almost the coolest triple play of the year. Leo Jimenez goes for the bunt, a diving catch by the pitcher, throw to second in time, throw to first, Schneider just gets back. That would have been insane triple play. The guys in the dugout can't believe it. That was almost insane. That would have made sports highlights for years. Chad Greenan now, and O'Neill grounds one to short, and the Blue Jays strike out the Boston Red Sox 2-0. They tie the series, but in my opinion, they won the series because technically they played 5 games, and I know that game was from 2 months ago, that other one, but still, technically, I feel like they played 5 games, and the Blue Jays won the series. That's all I'm saying. Nathan Lucas makes a great catch right by the walls. He was just called up for Stuart Burrow. Stuart Burrow was sent down, and he was called up, and he just made a great catch in the second inning. Carlos Santana hits one past the second baseman, getting the first run of the game here in the fifth and making it 1-0 Minnesota. Then Willie Castro next at bat with two runners in scoring position will hit one to deep left. Lucas will jump and make an amazing catch. Runner will easily come in to score, which is Santana, and it's 2-0 Minnesota Twins. Pablo Lopez has thrown over 100 pitches in this game, and Leo Jimenez will beat this shallow swinging bunt out, and Lopez Net is done 20 2/3 of an innings, consecutive innings, scoreless, thrown by Pablo Lopez, and Griffin Jacks comes in and strikes out Dalton Varsho on 3 pitches. He's an insane reliever, but that'll end the night for Pablo Lopez, and he will get a well-deserved win. Horwitz grounds on up the middle, and the Twins will get the double play and end it. They'll win it 2-0, and Duran will get the save, 1 of 2 this series against the Blue Jays. This game is absolutely crazy for the Blue Jays, and especially the first inning, so let's go over it. Dalton Varsho hits one to deep left center with a runner on first, and he gets it out of the ballpark. Still nobody out, and a 2-run shot already for Dalton Varsho. Spencer Horwitz is up after Vlad gets on, and he hits this one to deep right, and that one is gone as well. So 4 runs already, not even an out in the inning, and it's 4-0 for the Blue Jays. Will Wagner and Alejandro Kirk are on. Runners on the corners for Nathan Lucas, he had a couple great catches last game. He hits this one into the corner in left, bounces over the wall for a ground rule double. Kirk slightly jogs home, and it's 5-0. Leo Jimenez will hit this one past the shortstop. A run gets home, 2 runs get home, and it's a 2-run single for Leo Jimenez. 7-0 after 1. Top of the second now. And they keep in Matthews, and Addison Barger cranks one out of the ballpark, and it's 9-0. So Matthews gave up 10 hits and 9 earned runs in 2 innings, and he was done after that. Top of the third now, new pitcher in, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is up. 1 down, runners on first and second, and Vlad will hit this one into right center. That one will get down. Jimenez will score, and it is a double-digit ball game for the Blue Jays already. We're in the third inning, and they are already in the double digits. Spencer Horwitz is up now with runners on the corners and 1 down, and he will hit one into center for an RBI single. Varsho will get home, and it is 11-0. First pitch, what a diving grab by Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he robs a hit from Willie Castro, and 2 down in the third. I know, it is like 11-0, but what a grab from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Top 6, number 2 for Willie Wagner as he hit one in Fenway. Now he hits one at Target Field, making it 12-0 here in the 6th. As really good home run from Will Wagner, and he's been great. You guys know he's been great since he has been called up. I've been making these weekend recap videos since he has been called up, and he has just surprised me and shocked me and impressed me like the whole time for sure. It's 12-0, so obviously Minnesota is going to bring in a position player, and Kyle Farmer is going to pitch. The second time he has pitched in his career. The last time was in 2019 with the Reds. Nathan Lucas will hit this one to deep right, and it is just not gone. Wagner will get home, and an RBI triple for Nathan Lucas. Jimenez got an RBI single to bring Lucas home, and it is 14-0. But Farmer's still pitching in the 9th, and Ernie Clement will bat lefty. And yeah, he popped it up to Santana, but I've seen guys do that before, like Anthony Rendon in 2022, or Javi Baez when he was with the Cubs, like he did that as well. Will Wagner is 5 for 6 now, bringing home Addison Barger with an RBI double. Kirk gets to third, and it's 15-0. Royce Lewis will get a hit into left for a 2-out double, and that was only the 4th hit of the game, but Kepler will hit it to Loperfido in center, and that'll do it. An absolute blowout for the Blue Jays, 15-0. Believe it or not, this is the only game of the series they would win. They would go on to lose this series. For the third and final game of the series, the Twins are bringing out the Twin City Unis and Bailey Ober, but Ernie Clement will hit a solo shot on the second at bat for the Blue Jays of the game, making an early 1-0 Blue Jay lead. Yariel Rodriguez would start this one. He'd only pitch 3 innings, but he would start this one. Bases loaded for the Twins, so with 2 down for the dangerous Royce Lewis. Royce Lewis is probably their best bat, probably their best bat. 1-2 count, though. He will hit this one to Lucas, and the Blue Jays luck it out without giving up any runs with the bases loaded. And that was like 10 feet away from a home run. That was close to a grand slam. Ryan Yarbrough now pitching in the fourth, and Kepler pops this one up in foul grounds. Jimenez going for it, and he makes the grab. Possibly catch of the year. And that reminded me. That reminded me of Josh Donaldson when he made the catch in 2015 against the Rays. And the runner tries to go home, and he is out as Jimenez will pass it over to Barger, and he will throw him out at home to end the inning. Still only 1-0 here in the bottom of the seventh. And on a 2-0 count, this one's grounded to De Los Santos at third, and he will hit it over the glove of Jimenez. Runner will go to third, and he is safe as that one got away from De Los Santos, but luckily Little was behind him to retrieve it, as a couple errors on that play. And that would result in a run as Carlos Santana is up with runners on the corners. He'll ground it to De Los Santos, and De Los Santos has no chance at second, so he'll throw it to first. It's a tie ball game. Runners on the corners with Addison Barger up, and Clement will steal second with no throw, so it is 2 runners in scoring position, and Barger is walked on the full count. So with 1 down, bases loaded for Leo Jimenez, and first pitch he is hit with a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. So a run will score, and he will be granted first. And up next is Joey Loperfido, Joey Bats, and on a 1-2 count, he will ground this one up the middle, and they will only get him at first. They won't get him at second, so Clement will score, and it is a 3-1 Blue Jays ball game. But bottom of the 8th, 2 runners on, and Royce Lewis, he had a chance to get a grand slam earlier, and he hits this one just out of the park this time, just enough to give the Twins the lead and make it 4-3. And now there's a runner on second in the top of the 9th with 2 down, and Ernie Clement is up. But Yoan Duran will get his second save of the series. He got one in Game 1, and he got one in Game 3. The Twins will win the series 2-1, and they will win this game 4-3. That is it for this week's weekend recap. I'm sorry this one came out a little bit later. I have been busy this week, but I was able to get it out today, which is Friday. So thank you for watching. If you stick this far, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Again, all my condolences go out to the Gaudreau family. I can't believe, or I couldn't imagine how hard of a time this would be, especially right before a wedding. And no Habs news. There will be Habs news next week that I'll go over really quickly at the start of the video, so be on the lookout for that. And that's all I really have to say. The Blue Jays play the Phillies next week, and they also play the Atlanta Braves, so I'll go over those games. They have Labor Day Monday off, and they also have Thursday off, so I only have to go over those 5 games. But I will see you guys next time, and peace.